Good afternoon, my dear students. Welcome back to your offline class. In previous class, we have finished all the topics and subtopics of the chapter that is body movements. Okay, and today I am going to discuss the question answer from exercise of the chapter 11 body movements. Okay, students. So try to follow me. Okay. This will be your chapter 8 body movements. Okay, now let's begin with question answers. First there are fill in the blanks, and in the fill in the blanks it will come first with a question that joints of the bones helps in the dash of the body. A very easy answer, joints of the bones help in the dash of the body. So here mean the movement, so the answer will be movement. Okay, next question. What is the next question? A combination of bones and cartilage forms the dash of the body. The combination of bones and cartilage makes the framework of skeleton. So here the combination of bones and cartilage forms the skeleton of the body. So here the answer will be skeleton. Understood? Next question, that is the bones at the elbow are joined by a dash joint. Now the bones, the joint which is present in our elbow, and that bones are actually joining the bones. The bones at the elbow are joined by a which joint? Here the answer will be the types of joint, that is hinge joint. Okay. Now comes to D number question. The contraction of the dash pulls the bones during movement. As you know, during movement not only the bones take part, also there is presence of muscles which along with bones they takes parts in movement. So here the answer will be muscles. As you know, the contraction and relaxation of muscles that leads to the specific activity. Okay. So here we have finished all the fill in the blanks from your book. Okay, now comes to true false. Okay, so let's begin with true false. Indicate true, T for true and T for true and F for false among the following sentences. The movement and locomotion of all animals is exactly the same. Is it true? What do you think? I know this is false. So here the statement will be false, as we have learned that there are different types of movement in different types of animal. Okay, now comes to second number question, that is the cartilage are harder than bones. Is it also? It is also false. So here it will be false, as we know cartilage are softer than bones and bones are harder than cartilage. So this will also be false. Next comes to the finger bones do not have joints. No, if there is absence of joints, then how the finger bones can be joined together? So this will also be false. They must have joint. Okay. Now D number question, the forearm has two bones. The forearm has two bones. Okay. Radius ulna. So here two bones are radius ulna, So this statement will be true. Okay. Now the last, cockroaches have an outer skeleton. That we have already learned, that cockroaches having a harder outer exoskeleton that helps, that's actually made of plates that they become fused together to form such a hard structure which actually helps in their movement. That is true. Okay. So I hope you understood these all statements that I have discussed along with the question. Okay. Now comes to matching. Third number question, match the item of column 1 with column 2. Okay. So let's talk about matching. So here in the matching, column 1 and column 2. Okay. So first, that is upper jaw, Now aperture will be most appropriate with the column 2. It will be with the option is an immovable joint. Okay, immovable joint. Okay, next comes to fish. As you know, fish, they have fins on the body, and also it will be appropriate with another option that will be have a streamlined body. Okay, streamlined body. Okay, next, ribs. We know ribs protects the heart, protects the heart. Now I have to wrap the upper portion to write the other two options of column 1 and column 2. So try to write this first, then I am writing this, the remaining portion. Okay, okay, I am writing. Fourth option, snail. Snail will be appropriate with the portion that has an outer skeleton. It will has an outer skeleton also, and another point is also there, that is shows very slow movement. Okay, shows very slow movement. Understood? So here the snail will appropriate with these 2 points of answer. Okay students, now comes to the last number matching, that is cockroach. Okay, cockroach. You have to write that has an outer skeleton, and another option, another point of this is can fly in the air. Okay, can fly in the air. I hope you understood these all options that I have given. Now I am going to discuss the remaining portion of this exercise. Answer the following. Okay. So I am rubbing this portion. Now comes to 4 number question, 4A number question, what is ball and socket joint? So you have to write ball and socket joint. You can write the rounded end of one bone fits into the cavity or hollow space, that is the hollow space of the other bone such a joint allows movement in all direction. Okay, all direction. So allows movement in all direction. You have to underline this portion, and you can write example also of example you can write. Yes. I know most of you know this. What is ball and socket joints? I know most of you can know. You can do this answer. Just try to write by your own what is ball and socket joint, then I am telling the answer. Just think of it, which are ball and socket joints in our body. Okay, just like our hip joint, then shoulder joint, this all are comes under ball and socket joint. So first is hip joint, shoulder joint, you can also write. Okay, SHOULDER, shoulder joint. These are two examples of ball and socket joints. Next I will rub this portion and I will write the next question of this topic. Please try to write it. Next 4B question is, which of the skull bones are movable? Which of the skull bones are movable? You can write in skull. B answer. In skull, only which jaw is movable? Upper jaw or lower jaw? You know upper jaw is immovable, so the answer will be lower jaw. So you can write like this way, in skull only lower jaw is movable. Okay, I hope you understood this. Now comes to C number question. What is, why can our elbow not move backwards? Why can our elbow cannot move backwards? As you know, in our elbow there is hinge joint, but the hinge joints does not allow back and forth movement. No, that is why elbow cannot move backwards. Okay, so that is actually allowing movement in one direction, that is why. So our, you can write, our elbow cannot move backwards because the elbow has a hinge joint that allows movement only in one direction. Understood? So this will be the answer. So here we have finished the chapter question answers exercise of chapter 8, that is body movements. Okay students, I hope you understood. If you have any problem, you can ask me in the e-portal. Okay students, that's all. Thank you. Have a nice day.